What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's Gail P. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about some hats. So if that's something you're interested in, embroidery on hats, stay tuned. Okay, so welcome everyone. If you're new to my channel, thanks for coming. My channel is primarily about creativity. Sometimes I throw in some outfits, sometimes I throw in some art, but today we're going to throw in some embroidery, okay? So I just wanted to talk to you guys about my process, how I go about setting up my work process for different embroidery jobs that I have to do. So every time I do a hat, I have to switch my machine out from the flat layout to a hat frame. So I'm doing hats today. I'm doing 3 logos, and I think I have here, I'm gonna say 17 hats, 18. So I have 18 hats to do today. We're doing a cursive C, which is this logo right here. This is 2D, well 3D vinyl, but this is 2mm vinyl. I don't know if you can see how high it is from this picture. I don't know. This video might not look that well. But anyway, so this is one of the logos. I'm doing an LA logo and I'm doing a New York logo. So what I normally do is always, to me, it's better I just switch out my needle and get a brand new sharp 8012 needle to start. And then I go through my order sheet and I highlight everything that's the same logo. So like all my yellows is a cursive C, LA is pink, and blue is New York. So it looks like I have 3 New York hats to do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cursive C's, and the remainder is LA. So let's go ahead and pull out the New York hats. And I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and then I'm going to go take my walk, and then I'm going to come back so I can finish this job tonight. This shouldn't take very long. Like I said before, I've done these logos for this customer before, so it shouldn't take long. But I want to also give you some tips when you do hats that are Sherpa hats. What you should do before you start actually stitching into the hat, you need to do what is called a knockdown stitch. A knockdown stitch is just a underlay. You can do zigzag with the original logo before you start doing your puff, because what you don't want to happen is I'm not putting puff on this hat. I'm not doing 3D puff. I'm just doing regular embroidery. But what I don't want to happen is for the fuzziness to stick up through my stitches. So you knock down the section that is going to be in the logo, and then you do the actual thread on top. So I've already matched all my thread previously. This is going to be a really close match thread, but we'll get to this one. So the very first hat we're doing that I'm taking out is the white suede. The white suede. Okay, so this is the white suede. It's not even really white. It looks kind of like vanilla in person. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like a vanilla color. So this is getting New York, and it's going to have like a sage, like a sagey greenish brown thread. And then my next New York hat is going to be tan suede, this tan hat. And then the next New York hat is going to be a black trucker, which I'm believing is this one. So this is my trucker. So that's the 3 hats for New York. So I'll set those together. So then we'll go back into the cursive C. So we're going to do the Cambridge yellow floral hat. So let's see if I can find that hat. He always picks such a nice hat. So, oh, you know what? He already has that one. He came and picked that one up. So I don't have the yellow floor. I have the Monstera. So this one is getting a C. I really love this design as well. Super cute. And then we're going to go with the original white snapback, which is this one. Then we're gonna go with a pink trucker, which is this one. I really matched the pink to this. It's gonna be super cute as well. I cannot wait. Like, I get so excited when I'm doing hats. So the dark gray snapback, which is this one, is getting a C, and then the burgundy suede is getting a C, so that'd be this one. So normally I steam these hats because of the fulcrum that's here is super hard, and sometimes I'm concerned that, you know, but if I steam it, it will change this colors. So you have to be careful when you steam different types of hats. You don't want to mess up your customers' stuff. So now the last hats are gonna all be New York. So these are all New York. So let me just white. No, I'm sorry, not New York, but LA. So these are gonna all be LA logos. So we have a black suede. We have off-white Sharpa, which is this one. These are like super cute. I think I would actually wear this. I think I could wear this. I can get away with these. I actually like these. Let's see, Nola Trucker. I'm assuming the Nola Trucker is this one. Orange, yep. And then the white, this snapback right here. What will be this one? The names I wrote on here, original. Because when people bring me a lot of hats, I try to write the name, key both those. No, I think it was this one. I think this one goes with the other one. I think this goes with the cursive C. Original, yep. Yep, this goes with the cursive C. So this belongs over here. That belongs here. Okay, so then we're gonna do black Sherpa. So you have black one as well. We're gonna do cream trucker, which is this one. Then we're gonna do the pink Sherpa and then the chocolate Sherpa. And then he had this black suede with the silver bill. So these are all gonna be New York. And what I try to do is I try to keep all of the hat forms together, because when I'm done, I put them back. Also cleaning the inside. I'll show you my steamer. I love my steamer. It's very helpful to have one. So if you don't have one, you don't want to steam, like I said, anything that's suede. I usually use them on hats that are like extremely hard in the front. So sometimes I get hats like this hat is not that hard, because you know you can bend it, and on this hat was just a cheap hat, but I just use this as my test hat. So I don't really wear hats. I'm not a hat person, but you know. So that's what we're gonna work on when I get back. But of course, you have to do your daily exercise before you get started, and that's what I'm going to do. And when I get back, I will continue the video. I'm not sure if you really want to watch me do every single thing. I really would love to hear kind of like what you guys, if you have questions about the process. I've been doing this for 5 years, so I try to think of things as I go, but definitely change your needle when you start hats, because sometimes after you do so many hats, your needle can get dull, and then it's not as, you know, sharp. So I always use one needle, because I only do one hat at a time anyway. So I use one needle, so I'm not going back and forth, and I just switch the thread. So that way I can control, it's coming with the same pressure, same location. I always put the needle in the front, so it's easy to change the thread out. That's just something that I do. You don't have to do it. I always use my first two positions on the right hand side of my machine for very thin thread, because I always know I have 2 needles, 65/9s. Everything else is 70/12. I have my 80/12s and 80/21s in the front, or is it 80/12? 8012s in the front, and then I have my 100s on the outside because those I use when I'm doing micro chenille. So I kind of divide my machine up that way so that I always know where the needles are. Sometimes I have to check, but I think in my last video I kind of mentioned when you're setting up your machine to make you a chart, and when you put the needles in, you always know what needle is there, just in case you're rushing and you need to, you know, hurry up and get done. You don't have to keep switching out 3 or 4 different needle types. You know, if you keep at least 6, 2 of each in a certain position, you always know they're there. So that's my recommendation. You don't have to do it, but that's what I do. So I'll be back later. Hope you enjoy this video. Let me know if you like it. If you really like it, share it. If you have questions, write a comment. Okay? Peace and light.